So I'm looking at these interviews, people talking about Snoop and Tupac's last days on this earth, and how he was beefing with Snoop because Snoop Dogg went on the New York radio station and basically was saying like, nah, I'm cool with Biggie, I'm cool with Puff Daddy. I rock with them, they always treated me good. And Tupac was just mad about the shit. But it made sense hearing what Reggie Wright had to say. Because if you really think about the East Coast versus West Coast beef, when did it originally start? Okay. When did the beef between the East Coast and the West Coast originally start? I'm gonna tell you when. You know when it started? When Snoop and them came through kicking down the buildings on the song New York, New York. New York, New York, big city of dreams. All right, man. That's crazy because if you look at interviews now and lately of Snoop, and I kind of I don't know about Snoop now, man. If you look at interviews of Snoop Dogg, right, and how he talks about the East Coast versus West Coast beef and Tupac and Biggie and all that, he always kind of puts the blame on Pac and Suge, and then kind of says he wasn't with that. He was cool with everybody. When before any of this shit started, him and the Dog Pound were the ones dissing on New York and kicking down the buildings. Like Reggie Rice said, if that song was to respect New York or give him a shout out, then why you kicking the buildings over, bruh? Why you smashing the build? Like it's true, it's facts. Basically, Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound really started the East Coast versus West Coast beef. Then, the other drama with Tupac and Biggie started happening, and Tupac just started going in and going in. And it wasn't all East Coast. It was basically, he said, he just got a problem with Bad Boy Puffy, and if you mess with him, F you too, right? But, yeah, it's just crazy how every time you see and even like when Snoop Dogg was talking about the time that Nas and Tupac met and how they were in New York, it was right after Tupac got shot, and how Snoop Dogg explains it like Nas had 100 Goonies with him, and Tupac was outnumbered. He might have had 5, 6, maybe 10 cats with him, and it's like he said Nas could have just made a head nods or snapped his fingers and they would have been done, bruh. That's how many killers that rocked with Nas, but that Nas let Tupac live that day. And I'm just thinking like damn, it sounds crazy. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but then hearing Reggie Wright speak about it, hearing Napoleon from the Outlaws speak about it, and everyone's like, it was not like that. It was not like that at all. They said Tupac and Nas hugged after that. Napoleon actually said after that, he said, man, Nas is cool. And what Tupac wanted to do is go back to the studio and erase all his Nas disses before he dropped his CD, All Eyes on Me. Because he did this, Nas, and that. He wanted to take him off. And it's crazy because now that I think about it, when Tupac passed away, a couple years after that, might have been a little bit longer, but Nas was definitely giving Tupac shout outs, right? Giving him, he had in a video where he's at Tupac's graveside and he has other shit. And, I was thinking like crazy, like, why would he do that if Tupac hated him so much? Because Tupac did clown him in the shit, but it was before they had met in New York and spoken. And Tupac said, I really respect dude. Like, dude's he's straight up, you know what I mean? He had respect for Nas after that. So it's just crazy how Snoop tries to make it and how everyone else seen it, right? That there were two bosses who kind of shook hands and because they both had killers on each side, right? But it's just crazy how much influence Tupac had on the rap game, and how many people really mess with him. To think what would have happened if Tupac and Biggie never went through that drama. If Tupac would have never gotten shot at the Quad Studios, none of this would have happened, bro. Nothing, right? It's just crazy. Like, I would like to know the full story on why and how Tupac got shot or robbed at Quad Studios. Now, from what I hear, is it was a robbery and he didn't want to give up his shit, or he reached for his pistols, and that's why they shot him and took him down, right? It was like a robbery gone bad, and you hear of that happening all the time. I just don't know if it's 100% facts. It would be crazy to hear of the people who did it, right? And to hear their story on why and what happened when they attempted to kill Tupac in New York at Quad Studios. So salute Tupac, and let me know what you guys think about this. It's your boy Jay Nutty. I'm out. Doses.